What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video I'm going to be playing the best mortar deck in the game right now. I figured I would do a mortar video because it's been a while since I made a video on one, and this one has been pretty popular recently. 3.0 average elixir cost, so pretty fast cycle, has the Archer Queen in it. She's just so strong. If you don't have her, Musketeer is probably a good replacement because Musketeer is super strong right now after her buff as well. You got the Valkyrie, which is going to be really good for splash, especially with a lot of the people running Royal Hogs right now in the meta. You got Fireball, which is just an incredible spell to have in Mortar, and then you got the Miner, which is going to be a secondary win condition in case you can't break through and get enough locks with the Mortar. So yeah, 8-0 right now. See if we can get the 12 wins. If you guys would like to support me, you can use my creator code BOSS in any Supercell game. Really do appreciate all the support from you guys. It does mean a lot. And yeah, that being said, see if we can get the 12 wins. Alright, here we go. Found the game pretty quickly here against Alkama, and we'll go Fire Spirit at the bridge here to pressure, and he's gonna go Ghost. Okay, so we can go Miner on defense. Lots of people are using Ghost right now. There's a lot of, I guess in this meta, a lot of, Mega Knight bridge spam, even P.E.K.K.A. and that E-Bar bridge spam deck with the Heal Spirit. There's a lot of Ghost right now. Very versatile card. So we're going Valkyrie. I'm surprised he went Ram Rider so aggressively early on. I think I'm just going to mortar this because if he doesn't do anything, it'll get a shot on top of the tower, and this might force something out of him. Yeah, he's going to go for a Queen. So we just committed a lot of elixir. Probably going to go Archer Queen here just to pressure in the opposite lane, and then I'll go ahead and activate the Queen's ability. I don't know if he's going to be able to activate his since he has to focus on defense, and yeah, sure enough, he isn't going to be able to, and as a result, our defense is really easy. His was pretty difficult, and we managed to get some queen shots on top of the tower, which of course is an incredible start for us. So, I don't know if... Okay, he is going to respond to the Miner. Interesting, because I think if he ignored it, it probably wouldn't have done anything. It wasn't much of a threat, but I guess that works for me. I get to counter push off of the Bandit. Once again, he's going to go for the Ram Rider. I think I'm just going to repeat and do the same exact thing again. We're just going to go for a high mortar. And then we're going to Fire Spirit to help take care of the bats. It would be nice if we can hit all of them. Yes, we can. The splash is pretty large, the radius. And this time around, I'm pretty sure he's going to activate the ability. He has to, right? Oh, he does, but luckily it wasn't log range, so I didn't have to, overcommit on top of it with, any additional elixir. So that was very nice. I'd say, again, we'll just go Queen at the bridge. I'm very curious if this guy has Mega Knight or what his... other way of taking out the, I guess the Queen will be. The Miner-Queen combination is pretty good. I like doing it sometimes because the Miner can end up tanking for the Queen, and if the tower first targets the Queen, use the invisibility to then retarget it on to the Miner. It's a, nice combination. So he activates his ability very early on, and it looks like he does end up having the Mega Knight. So we're going to set up defense here. We're just going to go for a defensive mortar. You can actually activate the King Tower by going for Skeletons and then Fire Spirit in front of your King, but in double elixir it's hard to do, so we're probably not going to risk it. Notice how I'm kind of spacing everything out here, so he can't fireball everything. I'm going for the Valkyrie and the Queen off to the side, so he's unable to hit it with the mortar at the same time, because that would be, quite unfortunate. I'm not going to Fireball with that Miner. I was thinking about it, but I think it would be a little bit too aggressive, and I just want to make sure I have the Elixir to defend his upcoming Mega Knight push, and we already have a good, lead, so there's no need to rush things anyway. I feel like as long as we play solid defense, we're probably going to be a-okay here. So Fire Spirit coming in to help take care of the bats. We do have to watch out for this Ghost that actually... is getting... It actually does reach the tower. Okay, so yeah, we gotta be careful. See, that's why the Ghost is really annoying. The fact that they can end up playing it opposite lane, and if you're not careful, can end up, being quite a big distraction, because you have to, devote your attention to it while also defending the Mega Knight at the same time, and it gets a little annoying, but luckily we were fine. Not too much trouble, just a couple hits. So we're just gonna go Mortar here, and he's going to go Queen, so that's definitely something I'm going to Fireball. Not going to hit the Bandit, unfortunately, with the Fireball, but still incredible value. Log coming in, and that should be a lock on top of the tower, and if he doesn't do anything else, that might be game. If he just lets that Mortar get a couple shots, I might just Fireball this, because then he has to play something else for the Valkyrie, and yeah, at this point, it's probably going to be GG. Log does end up missing the Ramrider, but doesn't matter. We just need to cycle at this point. Just need to get back to one more Fireball, and we're in triple elixir, so we practically can cycle at the speed of light, and there we go. That is going to be GG. Nice win there against Mega Knight. You can see pretty easy overall to defend the Mega Knight, and I didn't even end up activating the King Tower either, and you can see it was still not much of a struggle. It can be a little trickier though if they have lightning, but you can do the same thing where you're essentially spacing out the Archer Queen and also the mortar so they can't lightning both at the same time. And you could also play Archer Queens at the bridge if they have a lightning too, so then they sometimes have to use the lightning on defense and then they can't use it on offense. So let's see what Thiago is using here. We can just go mortar. I guess it's a little aggressive. Worst case scenario, he has something like an Electro Giant and he just plays it other lane, but when someone has skeletons, I don't think they're going to have Electro Giant, so it's, I guess, worth the risk. I don't know if he's going to support this queen. I guess we're about to find out. He probably will. Yeah, I was going to say activate the ability. Did I really need a Valkyrie there? I don't know, maybe not. And guess what? This guy might actually have Electro Giant because he's got up, and there you go. So I was actually kind of right. That's pretty funny. So we're just going to mortar here last second. If he goes lightning, I'm just going to go Archer Queen. I don't think he... Yeah, I mean, he can't lightning now, obviously, after playing the Dark Prince. Mortar is one of the best counters, if not the best counter in the game to the Electro Giant, because the Electro Giant takes forever to take it out because it doesn't deal any reflection damage to the mortar, because the mortar obviously only damages things that are... Oh no! And that is how you lose this matchup, by missing... You know, making a major mistake like that. I usually don't mess that up. I'm kind of surprised I did, to be honest. The Fireball was one tile too low, and yeah, took a lot of unnecessary damage, used more elixir than I would have otherwise had to, but it's okay. Let's try to reset here. We're going to go Queen at the bridge, so this way he's going to have to devote the attention to the Archer Queen, and he won't be able to go for an Electro Giant right away. So we're going to combo this with a Miner and do what I was talking about, how the Miner is going to end up tanking for the Queen. He does get the King activated though, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world, because I think it doesn't matter too much. I still think the Miner is going to get good value throughout the match, and now I have kind of the freedom of playing the Miner wherever I want throughout the game too, which is another benefit, I would say. So he's just going to lightning on defense. Slowly but surely we're getting some good chip damage, and hopefully are going to be able to make this comeback. So we're gonna, you know, avoid missing the Fireball this time. This time we end up getting it. We'll go Valkyrie here just to make sure he doesn't get any chip shots on the tower that we could otherwise avoid. And I guess we're gonna go High Queen here. He's gonna go Electro Giant. So I think we'll replay some Mortar. Gonna go ahead and activate the Queen's ability. I guess the Queen, is going to get a couple shots on the tower, which is great. And now this is our time to try to defend. We're going to go Valkyrie here. We got another mortar ready, though, so that lightning was fine. Things aren't going to get too scary, and this is just why the mortar's so good against it. And when you have such a fast cycle, it's so easy for you to get back to another. So it's never like anything you need to be afraid of. He might not activate the Queen's ability. Oh, no, I was thinking he might be focused on defense, but he did get it off. But look, as a result, he wasn't able to defend, and yeah, we came back so quickly. Small mistake at the beginning, but we bounced back, and it's as if it never happened. That's how good Mortar is in this matchup. So yeah, if you don't like Electro Giant, definitely Mortar is going to be your go-to deck. I mean, obviously it's not... You know, obviously it takes a little bit of practice, even though it is good against it. You still need to play it well, and if you make too many mistakes, like I did with the Fireball, then you could, in fact, end up losing. But, you know, if you play it well, play it how you're supposed to, should be pretty easy, as you can see. So, now we can start spamming Miners, because we're, you know, we're about... We've about won, I guess you could say. This is kind of his last chance, and I don't think this push is going to do really much. And yeah, that's going to be GG. Even he's calling it. Just cycling miners, just 2 fireballs, and yeah, he's giving up right now. He's smart, he knows he had no chance, and yeah, I don't blame him. Pretty easy matchup. This deck destroys Electro Giant. Electro Giant is kind of struggling a little bit in the meta. I think it was, for the longest time, a card people thought was broken, and now it's starting to become kind of like an average win condition because it has a lot of counters to it right now, and I also think there's a lot of buildings that are just really strong against it, and people are learning that, you know, you can go queens at the bridge like I was doing, so even though they have lightning, you can still get so much value with her, and yeah, that's basically the reason why. Ooh, bad ability on his end. That log was really clutch. We're going to go ahead and pop the queen's ability right now, and this could actually be a mirror match. Oh, I was thinking mirror because so far he's used like the same cards, but it's that pig cycle deck. So this matchup is interesting. It could definitely go either way because he has Earthquake for the mortar, but I have Valkyrie and Fireball for the pigs. So that's why I feel like, in my opinion, like I just said, it really could go either way. I think it's usually a pretty close game if both players play it well, but yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Just gonna log this here. Once again, gonna be pretty easy defense on top of that queen. We're gonna cycle at this point, try to get back to a Valkyrie, because I know he's gonna probably want to go pig soon, and ideally you don't want to use your mortar to defend the Royal Hogs. You want to use your Valkyries, and then the Archer Queens will also give you good defense and then counter push you get with it too. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm going to go Archer Queen, and I guess I'm going to log this. It's an overcommitment, but I think it's for sure worth it. I don't want to take, you know, like 200 damage on top of my tower. Just going to cycle Queen in the back. I'm tempted to Fireball it because I'll still have my Valkyrie, but I think I'd rather not because, yeah, I'm not going to. And good, he used the ability, so now it's going to be really easy to defend it. Gonna have to watch out here though. He did the 3-1 split. I kind of like doing that. I'm worried he can activate the ability again. Oh, he barely wasn't able to. That's nice. So nice counter push coming in. He's gonna have to deliver. Oh my gosh, the queen just got so much value. That was really nice. Close game though. Not gonna deny that. But that Valkyrie connecting, ooh, gives me the luxury of being able to go in, you know, whatever lane I want, I guess. I'm gonna miner, I think, and he's gonna go pigs. We're gonna fireball that. I'm gonna have to watch out for the queen though. I think I'm just gonna log it and take one shot. That should be fine. Yeah, I guess we're fine at this point for now. We're not able to use our mortar a lot though, which is kind of a shame. Oh, because he just earthquaked, I think I'm gonna go mortar now. It's a good timing because, well, like I just said, he uses earthquake, and we're pressuring the opposite lane, and you know, the opposite lane that he's going in, I mean. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, well, that's unfortunate that that just got a shot. Log coming in, though. And we are able to get the miner on top of the tower. That's huge. Valkyrie gonna tank. And I guess we'll send a miner this time in the back. Of course, you know, I'm always making sure to switch up the placement. He does catch it, though, which is unfortunate. But the Fire Spirit just connected. That is a ton of damage we just got that I feel like he could have avoided. Then Fireball coming in. Skeletons just to make sure the queen does stay, you know, stays off the tower, doesn't get a shot. Miner in the middle or in the side this time rather than in the front or the back. Just trying to make things unpredictable. And even with those skeletons, he's going to take a couple chip shots. This is a very close game though. Okay, I'm just going to cycle Log. And then once again, we're going to go for a miner. This time around, though, I'm going to Fireball with it to hit the skeletons, and then he's sending in hogs, so he's going to Earthquake too, be really aggressive, but I think we're going to be able to get the win. Miner just needs one more shot, and there we go. We are able to get the win. In this deck, I would say that he was using is probably the best deck in the whole game right now. So many people are running it, especially in Grand Challenges and at the top of ladder, so I would say that was a good, you know, representation of how you want to play that matchup. It was pretty close. It usually is close. Like, if both players play it pretty well, and he did play it pretty well, I would say, it usually is going to be a close game. So if we win this, we do end up getting 12-0, which would be really, really nice. Let's see if we can make it happen. It's looking like it's going to be log bait. Usually, overall, log bait is going to be a pretty decent matchup because you do have log and you got the, you know, the Valkyrie, the Mortar, which all are pretty annoying cards for the bait player, I would say. It, of course, depends on the variation they're using. You probably would prefer them to have, I was going to say, well, would you rather have them have Tesla or Inferno? I feel like, I feel like for some reason, it's probably better if they have the Tesla, because the Inferno you don't have a reset for. So it does in a way do pretty decent against the Valkyrie, and also, I don't know, it's hard to say actually. Maybe it's around the same. It's probably about the same now that I think about it. I don't really know for sure. Either way here, we'll go Queen, making sure to play it higher up. We don't want to give him rocket value. Just gonna log it back. So, what's he gonna do here? He's just gonna go guards. So we'll go Miner now. Queen will get tanked for by it, and look at this. What's going to happen is the Valkyrie's going to go backwards, and now look at that. It made things so awkward. That's why I'm saying that combination of the Miner and the Queen, make sure to do that pretty frequently, like when you can or when the timing feels right, and that was exactly, you know, that just proves it right there. I mean, it was the perfect timing. He had to go for a Princess on defense, you know, out of desperation, and I guarantee he did not want to do that. He just did not have a choice. I'm going to go Mortar here. I'm going to go Valkyrie because I have a feeling he might go Inferno or something. Yep, the reason why I knew that is because his, well, I wouldn't say his cycle was horrible, but it was definitely a little weird, and I had a feeling that he was going to have a hard time defending it without using the Inferno. And he didn't use the Inferno to defend a Mortar yet, so he didn't think I would, like, predict it or anything. Okay, that was, not gonna lie, a little bit unlucky. I thought the Mortar shell was gonna hit the Princess, because the Valkyrie was awfully close to it. Sadly, it didn't, though, but it's all good. We'll just log this. The Mortar should definitely take out the Princess now. He might go Princess at the bridge, so I have Archer Queen. Okay, that was a very aggressive rocket. He also played it in the lane where I had more health, so I don't even know if that was a good play, and this might end up, I don't know if that's going to end up costing him the game, but I think that certainly was a very risky play, as I already said, and I don't know if it's going to pay off for him. So I'm going to Mortar again. He's going to go Princess. We're going to pop the Queen's ability, go invisible, destroy that Inferno. Mortar's going to lock on the tower, and that should definitely be GG because he just used the guards, doesn't have it for the Miner. As long as that Mortar stays locked on the tower, it's over. There's nothing he's going to be able to do. Skeleton's distract an Ice Spirit if he plays it. Sadly, the log rolls through it, but look at this. I mean, his tower's under 600 health. Mine still has over... if you play a Valkyrie fast enough, you can fully counter a barrel. I got it down a little slow, though. If you know, react quickly, like pretty much right after you see it, you play it, you'll be able to fully counter it if it's placed in the center. A lot of Valkyrie players know that. It's just a tip, but I happen to mess it up. Maybe I could do it again if I have another chance here. Oh no, I didn't have it in cycle, so that wasn't entirely my fault. But yeah, we'll just go ahead and log this here and Fireball. I was thinking of just waiting and then just doing it again to show you guys, but I don't want to BM, you know, I don't want to be a jerk, especially when it's a pretty good matchup for me anyway. But yeah, that's going to be GG. We're going to be able to get the 12-0, which is very, very nice, of course. Hope you guys did end up enjoying the video. I haven't done a Grand Challenge video in, I guess it's been, I forget how long it's been. It's been probably at least a week, and I also haven't done a Mortar video in a while, so, you know, why not? Let's go ahead and open up the chest and see if I get any cards that I don't have fully maxed yet, or at least, you know, we'll at least get some nice gold. So we're getting very close at this point to fully maxing my account, which is of course very, very exciting. But yeah, make sure to like it if you guys did end up enjoying it, subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already, and my next video will probably be a ladder one. I've been kind of slacking off a bit, not playing too much ladder the last few days, but a lot of it was because of the global tournament was going on, and I was also playing a lot of the CRL, you know, qualifiers, which I didn't qualify for yet, but there's more this week, and maybe I'll make a video on my, you know, the last few games of the qualifier if I end up making it. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks again. Until next time, guys.